Oh shit, I went live. Okay. Y'all give me a second. I gotta do one thing real quick. Let me let everybody go live. Give me a second. Give me a second. I need to go get something real quick. I do it always happens, but I told myself I'm hitting that button at 9 o'clock. Y'all give me a second. I'm gonna be right back. Give me a second. I'm gonna be right back. Right back. Y'all hold on. Look at my logo. I'm coming back. Give me a second. I'm coming. Boy, hey. Okay, I'm coming. All right, what's happening? Good people. My bad. I had to go get something real quick. What's happening? Good evening. Hey, we did it again, man. I missed last week, and that was my bad. It was my bad. It was my bad on the mishap from last week, man. I kind of went to sleep, well-deserved sleep. So, but hey, we did it again, man. It's another episode of Real Talk Live. It's something I've been doing here this year, to where I touch on multiple topics outside of lawn care. Um, we talk about politics, things is going on in the world, things is going on locally. I just, feel like I can have an opinion towards this stuff because everybody else do. Might as well have an opinion towards it too. We're gonna be a little bit more structured on it, on how we coming with it. I'm just bringing you the news, man. I'm staying neutral as I can possibly be. So, for those, let me get to my banners. This is I Am Him. I'm Crawling. Now, on YouTube, if any of y'all on YouTube, you can look for my page, One Man, One More Landscaping. One Man, One More Landscaping on YouTube. And then I can actually pull your questions and everything. I can pull it up on the big screen. So, and I got all the platforms going. YouTube, what's happening? IG family, what's happening? Facebook over here, what's happening? And I got TikTok on my other iPad over here, man. We all in the building. It's gonna be a good show tonight. He's still setting up. It is, it's all good. So first of all, let me introduce who I am for those who don't know me by now. I am John Crawley with One Man, One More Landscaping. I am that guy self-made out of Nashville, Tennessee. Definitely putting on for the city. You know what it is. And matter of fact, it is coffee time right now. I'm not gonna lie, I need it. And it's a fresh cup too. You can see the cream at the top. Y'all see the cream at the top? Hold on, let me hit it one time for the night, for the real talk live. Hold on. Oh, it hit differently at nighttime. I put it on my life, it do. Oh shit. Yeah, that's all I needed. We get ready to get the show going. Yes, we are. We get ready to get it going. So I've already introduced myself and everything. So this is like I already talked about it, man. It's Real Talk Live. This thing is where I can actually get outside of the lawn care community. But I do touch bases on it, during the show because I can. And that's my passion. That's what I do for a living. It's something that I took seriously finally in life. And I'm really good at what I do. So, and I'm definitely putting on for the community of landscapers and lawn care. I'm just completely different from them, from everybody else, man. And I'm standing 10 toes down on my difference in it and not try to conform and be like everybody else because it's not going down over here. Okay, to get to a couple comments. Nighttime coffee, it's different. It's TG, you already know. Respond to a couple of comments. Let me see what else I can see. Okay, nothing going on there. Let me look at my ain't nothing happening on there. Okay, keep my balance. Okay. Now, I always like to give a shout out to sponsors, anybody that's helping me, get to my goals, anybody that's taking a chance on me. I always like to give them recognition. So my spotlight of the week is going out to Red Dog Supplies. Shout out to they main representative to be in contact with me. Me and her good friend. Shout out to Lauren, representative of Red Dog Supplies, man, for vibing out with me, taking a chance on me. We got great communications. I mean, it's so much I can't even speak on this situation for real, man. Just it's kind of actually a little bit bigger than just like the deal, the brand. I mean, the brand just supporting me is bigger than that, man. Because like you don't meet too many genuine people out here in the world. And she is genuine as they come. Just doing whatever she can just to support me and actually doing extra things to support me on whatever I need her to do to actually help me get to another level regarding my business, life, everything, man. You don't find too many people like it. And I know Red Dog has a great representative when it comes to Lawrence. So it's definitely a big shout out to Red Dog Supplies. If any of y'all deal with them, hey man, you can order the supplies online at the comfort of your own home. The package arrives to your door. You can get string. They have a plethora of different distributors they deal with. So just tap in with them. If you have any problems finding what you need, inbox Red Dog. Lauren will respond to you. She'll help you out to complete your order. And like I said, you can do it from the comfort of your home. You don't have to go to the landscaping shops. I know how many times I done went and had to break my day to go buy string, go buy this, go buy that. And you could just simply order it online, comes right to your doorway, man. You really can't beat that type of service, man. And I know there's other companies out there that does similar to what Red Dog does, but I don't know them other companies. I know Red Dog, man, and I built a good relationship with that company, so I support who support me. Just know that, for real. All the cameras, I support who support me. That door ain't gonna never swing one way on this side. I promise you that. It's gonna be mutually respect. You see what I'm saying? Or Crowley ain't doing. I'm gonna stand 10 toes down on that. It's mutually beneficiary, or it's a no go for me. If y'all see why I ain't got so many, it's a no-go for me. So shout out to Red Dog again, taking a chance on me. So let's get to a couple of these comments. Red Dog in the building. What's going on? Holla, she in the building on YouTube. What's going on? Holla. You know we got you. I appreciate that. I appreciate the love, support, and everything. Definitely for coming with that brand. So let's go ahead and get to the next thing that I like to do. Is I always like to give somebody, some recognition. Somebody that's real close to me in the industry. I always like to shout people out, man, because a lot of times people don't receive their flowers like how they should receive their flowers, man. And the spotlight of the week is actually coming from my guy straight out of St. Louis, my guy, AKA Leaf Leader, AKA Stripe Leader, AKA my brother from another, AKA Mr. Will Do Me. Hey man, shout out to Big Will out of St. Louis, man. When I tell y'all this dude is as solid as they come, man. Very supportive of me from the beginning. I definitely support him. This guy Will, man, if there's anybody in the country that's outside of Nashville that I know that'll give me a run for the money when it comes to striping and laying them glyphics, I have to go on and invite my guy Will in, man. The reason why I'm giving him the spotlight is because, like, the other day, I really wasn't feeling like working. I wasn't, man. I said, man, you know what? Let me just give somebody a call within the industry. You know what I'm saying? And he uplifted me, and he didn't even know it just by having a conversation that not only did it turn into, I think we was on the phone for about 2 hours, but when you talking to good people, you know what I'm saying, and y'all having great conversation, time goes by real fast, you know what I'm saying, especially when it's like-minded individuals. And it's really hard to find, especially the same individuals that's in the same profession as you as well. So the conversation be totally different when you make some real genuine friendship. You know what I'm saying? Camaraderie out in the country. It's totally different, man. I'm talking about, and this big shout out to Will, man. Even though all the adversity that he had to go through within the community, the adversity that I had to go through, some of it kind of intertwined a little bit, but we ain't we not even gonna touch bases on none of that. We ain't gonna even bring it back up, but it intertwined a lot on some of the same things that me and him had to endure and individuals we had to get away from us. You know what I'm saying? So hey man, big shout out to Will Do, man. You know you my brother from another mother. So let me see here. Let me go to a couple of these comments. I've been seeing some stuff come through. Hey DS, man, you gotta cut it out, DS, man. Cut it out, bro. Y'all forgive me, we gonna stay on top. Let me take a swig of the coffee real quick. This ain't help me balance myself. We gonna have fun tonight. Y'all stay with me, man. These topics. I got some good topics tonight. I ain't gonna lie. We got some real good topics I'm gonna touch bases on. Just being a representative of the lawn care community that can talk on these things that's going on in the world. Let's get some more comment. He a good dude for real. Will is a good dude, bro. Let me see. What's good, Deontay Lawn Living? What up, family? Okay, let me get over here. Man, I appreciate you, bro. One landscaper to another. You motivate me daily. Hey, Mike, Kernet, love family. I appreciate that, man. That was one of my main goals, man, was to help out the people in the lawn care community and also do something to where like it can give the youngins that look like me another avenue. You know what I'm saying? That they can get out here and work hard and get it. So then some of my main reasons for doing what I'm doing. Shout out from a fellow scaper straight out of Memphis, Tennessee, Stephen Watkins. That's what's up, bro. I appreciate you tapping in. And all the people showing me love over here on TikTok, man. Mad love, man. I appreciate y'all. It's all love over here. Okay, let's get back to the show. Let's get back to it. Let's see what's the next banner. Okay. Okay, this is something that I'm finna start doing new right here, because I'm finna let y'all know about some of my previous lifestyle that I used to do. You know what I'm saying? I had I'm glad I got it out of my system, but I still see there's individuals that still has it in their system. And this is a story from my past. You know what I'm saying? I think this is roughly maybe 8 years ago. No, was it that long ago? Okay, when I was really indulging in the getting out, like going out to like club scenes and things like that. Okay, I used to have a run and going out, man. I'm gonna tell y'all how I used to do, man. It's a story from the past. This is what I used to do. Because I was real strategic, and back then, like 7, 8 years ago, when I go out, I'd be concerned because I might have, of course, I have some cocktails and everything, and I might get a little too full of it. So I will always be concerned about my surroundings. Okay, so this is how Crawley used to do when I used to go out, because I would never tell none of my homeboys there. I would never tell anybody when I'm going out. This is what I would do. Swig his coffee. Tell y'all these stories. Tell y'all one of these stories. When I know I'm gonna go out on a Friday night, Saturday night, I used to go to the establishment probably either the day before or maybe early that day. I'll go ahead and reserve me a whole booth, section, whatever you want to call it. I have my own booth there. I probably used to get there around about 10:30, 11 after I finished work and change and get there by 10:30, 11. And I used to be sitting in this whole booth by myself. I have a whole fifth or whatever my drink of choice is. I had go ahead and order my bottle. Normally $17.38. You know what I'm saying? And I used to sit at this booth by myself. I used to have my tablets in front of me with me at this booth. I was so antisocial back then. I wouldn't even let nobody sit down with me at my booth. Like literally, I used to go in there and spend like maybe $500-$600 easy. I'm talking about easy every time I used to go out. And I used to do this crap like every weekend or at the latest every other weekend. I used to give establishment like $500-$600 of my money just to have a booth, somewhere to sit down. Place used to fill up and everything in there. And I'd be in this section by myself. I was so antisocial. Man, I wouldn't even let people that I was cool with, that I knew I wouldn't even let them sit down. I wouldn't even let the females sit down. And a lot of times the guys go to the club so they can get a section, so they can have the female sit down and keep them company while they in that club, atmosphere. Cause all of them looking for whoever spending the money. And I was aware of this. So I didn't never let nobody sit down, bro. It's talking about the place could be wall to wall dunk. My whole section was me and me by myself, because I was so strange minded back then. I knew once I paid that money for that section, I owned that environment the whole time. So that means I can regulate that whole booth area that I used to occupy for like $500-$600. You know what I'm saying? Because you get the booth, you reserve it, you get your bottle, you already up to $500 quick. You know what I'm saying? I think the bottle of $17.38 back then was $300 a bottle. And then this was so funny. I used to drink almost the whole bottle before I left, it was astonishing that But I was smart because I always had a ride that was on the way to come get me when I got that full of it. You know what I'm saying? This is just some stories from me back in the day. I can't make this up, bro. Because I remember vividly, like the place used to be Dunk. And then the people at the bar, everybody there, they knew me. They knew me. So they like people used to come up like, it ain't nowhere to sit down. It ain't nowhere to sit down, especially the females. It ain't nowhere to sit down. And then they'll look over there at me and be like, what about over there with him? And the people at the bar used to tell him, don't even do it. He's not gonna let nobody sit down. So you know how in that scene, people coming, they looking real good. They were real attractive. I ain't gonna even lie. They was real attractive. So they thought that they were gonna come over and sit down, man. It was funny because I remember complimenting the individual. I said, dude, you very attractive. I said, you look real nice. And she was like, yeah, me and my homegirls we trying to see if we can sit down over here with you. And I said, hell no. If you would have seen that smile turn into a frown, man, when I tell you that was priceless. Oh my God, it was priceless. She said, are you serious? I said, I'm dead serious. Nobody ain't sitting down with me. That's why I bought this area so I can be by myself. They were like, but it ain't nowhere to sit down. I told her it's a personal problem. It ain't got nothing to do with me. That's a personal problem. You should have got here earlier. You could have got somewhere to sit down. I said, there's other booths around here. She said, yeah, but you got, I said, I already know I got all this room because I requested it. I came in and reserved it so I can be by myself. When I tell you I was getting ice mugged the whole night, I'm talking about it was like I felt it. I felt the gazes on me. I had guys coming there, bro. Let me give you 200 on your boo, bro. I'll buy your boo from you, and you can still sit here. We just want this side. I said, no, I don't want none of y'all. I'm cool on that, bro. I got money. I'm cool. Like, no, can't nobody sit down over here with me. I was antisocial back then when I used to go out because I didn't trust nobody. You know what I'm saying? That's just a story that I got plenty of stories like that when I used to go out because I had like a mean run at that. And I'm not proud of it because I wasted so much money in that club scene. And then I used to think about it like here's my mindset back then, like, okay, next weekend when I wanted to go out, or they thought it was gonna be a one-off. Let me go on and do it again, and they think it's sweet. But everybody knew I wasn't, was I straddling the fence then? Some of the runs I was still straddling the fence. But when I really wasn't straddling the fence and it was all one man, one more landscaping money that I was spending in there, wasn't nobody sitting down off my hard-earned landscaping money. It's just me because they didn't hit me do nothing. And I literally took that to heart when people try to come in and intrude in my section. That's when I used to go out to the clubs. But I don't even go out no more. I let that lifestyle go. But it's just some stories. It's just some stories from the past, man. So that's just something I'm gonna do lately, man. I'm always gonna do a story from the past. So that's how I used to be. And I didn't evolve. Now I don't even go out no more. Now I'd rather spend them $500 every week or every 2 weeks. I just felt like that I wanted to go out when at the end of the day, I didn't receive nothing in return in for my money because I was so antisocial. It ain't like I was going there for the females or something or just for the scenery, I guess. And I don't even realize kind of why I was even doing it. So, but I'm glad I let it go. But that's just a story from my past, bro. I was hell. They used to call me the Tin Man. I ain't had no heart, and they said I was mean as a rattlesnake. But but now I'm real calm though. So it's just okay, Red Dog ad. What was the point of going out? It's just for the scenery. I just felt like I just needed to get out the house, and I just decided to go to this one spot all the time. And I always pick one establishment so I can build relationships in there. I've always done it. So I knew everybody there. I felt safe. I knew the staff. So I was like, okay, cool. I'll pick his spot. And I used to go and fall in there all the time. So that's one of the reasons. And it was close to my house. So yeah, but I was wild, man. I was wild back in. But let's go on to carry the show. 'Cause I can talk about that. I got some, but next week I'm gonna have another story from my past, and I'm finna let y'all in on a lifestyle I used to live because I'm not ashamed of it, nor can I be. I'm not I'm not ashamed of talking about it. The things that I used to do in the past that shaped me to who I am right now. I'm gonna tell you these stories because I know they factual because I went through it, man. I'm gonna let y'all in for real. Let me go to my battles. Let's see where we're at right there. Okay. Now we finna go on and get into some news, right? Let me swing the coffee one more time. I might got to turn the hat backwards on this one. We swing the coffee. All right, let me get two laughs in real quick. Hey, that smile, the laughing is contagious. I'm telling you. Hold on. Let me get my stuff back there. Hold on, we finna get into the news right now. Okay. The first thing that I finna talk about. We're gonna pop a name across the bottom of the screen. It's on the bottom of the screen on YouTube right there, because I got my banners going down on what I'm talking about. And right now, the banner that I'm on right now is an individual by the name of Marjorie Taylor Greene. Okay, she's in the House of Representatives, a real kind of controversial figure from her move, her rise to being known in the country. You know what I'm saying? She was adamant. I'm talking about at the gates when she was elected. She was an adamant Trump supporter. I'm talking about adamant. Now, I've been talking to a couple of people because I asked the people that I'm cool with what's going on in the world, and they give me the news that I need to, that I'll find out what's going on. And Marjorie Taylor Greene's name came up several times, so I knew I had to talk on this. Because right now, she done basically okay, she supported the president from the beginning. I'm talking about she supported him strongly. All the controversial things, everything, she supported him. She supported him. For some strange reason, something has happened. Something has happened to where her and the president ain't aligned right now. And then from what I'm seeing, she done been victimized. She done turned into the victim side of some stuff regarding, you know what I'm saying, like death threats to her family, stuff of that nature. And she's feeling like that the walls is closing in on her. I mean, I heard there's reports out there that she did some inside trading, and that was gonna come to the, that was gonna come up and might have put in a little trouble. I heard reports about that. I'm not sure how true it is. But my thing is what I want to speak on, man, because like I do remember this individual spewing out a lot of hateful rhetoric, some untruthful information, just spewing it out. And people was like literally absorbing it. You know what I'm saying? And now to see that this individual is on the opposite end of the same stuff that she used to do, and now she's feeling the impact of it by threats on the family, things of that nature. When you was once on the side that used to support that type of rhetoric, now you a victim, and now it's really astonishing to these politicians on how when the shoe is on the other foot, they can't handle it. But when you was in alignment with one side, everything was okay with the rhetoric. Now, I'm a firm believer that the door has to swing both ways. Do unto others as you want them to do unto you. Now, what's so killer that's really got me tickled? What up with you, Matt? What up with you, bro? That's got me pretty tickled is how she's basically coming off like she's a victim when she went on the top end creating basically the roles done changed. I'm trying to figure out how the way to word this correctly, but basically the roles have changed regarding this situation. And I'm tripping because you was just aligned with your guy. You supported him. You did everything in the third to just make sure that as the people around me like to say, she kissed the ring. You know what I'm saying? She kissed the pinky. You know what I'm talking about? Bro, she kissed the pinky ring. Now the ring that she kissed turned on her like I've seen happen numerous of times on people that don't align with the vision that he has. He turns on them, and then the type of people that support him will like literally target and go after people that he turned on, which is, to me, that I tell people, bro, that is real power right there. That is power. For to get a whole group of people to turn on an individual, a same individual that was aligned with y'all, it's diabolical. And I'm referring to Marjorie Taylor Greene because it's just it's so much more I can go on this topic that I don't want to give it too much energy. But let me get to some things. Let me get to some some comments on YouTube real quick. Hang on. She flipped on the Epstein. Oh yeah, we gonna get into it. Yeah, she did flip on the Epstein files and a couple of, yes, she did flip. Okay, after she got victimized, then she kind of started flipping when she realized that a lot of her Republican Party members started turning on her because of some things that happened. And she chose to resign and step down. You know what I'm saying? The heat in the oven started getting hot on her. She chose to kind of resign, which I understand. It happens to the best of us. You know what I'm saying? Okay, that's why Trump and her have issues. Okay, I can understand it. I can understand. She did do inside trade. Now, what I do know, a lot of people in politics, because they know there's a lot of lobbyists that go up and pay them good money to do this and do that. I think a lot of them are dealing with inside trading. They know what's going to happen. They know how the ups and downs are going to go. It just comes with the territory of power. You know what I'm saying? People in power, they go find out things. And when you put certain individuals in power, it's really, really hard for them to let it go. It's really hard for people, especially when it comes to politics, and it's a lot of power involved in that. It's a lot of lobbying going on in the United States. Now, a lot of people talk down on it and everything. They say they don't understand why them people do it, but I ain't never been in a situation in my life where I have a lobbyist trying to give me $5 million to sway something. You know what I'm saying? I ain't never been in a situation where I had to turn down a $8 million deal and this type of trick that take my family, change my family's whole dynamic for generations. I've never been placed in a situation like that. And it's a lot of those politicians that are put in compromised situations because I'm telling y'all, man, this country is like got a real big thing about money. Like for real, money is power. Money will corrupt people. For real, I see it. I see it. What people would do for money is astonishing. Sell they soul, everything for the power of that dollar. Can't make it up, man. It's just the way of the country. So man, I really hate that for her that she had to actually endure some of the same rhetoric that she was spewing out. But man, like I'm a firm believer, man. Like you get what you put out there in the world, man. And I'm gonna leave that category alone. That's all I'm gonna give Marjorie Taylor Greene because she came up too many times to where I had to give it some attention. I had to. Then let's see what's next. Let's see what's next. Okay, the next thing that I will be discussing tonight, we're gonna discuss these Epstein files, man, because I wanted to talk about it a little bit last week, man, because this is a hot topic right now. For real, it's been so hot that it's on fire. This NBA Jams, it's on fire. Is regarding these Epstein files. There's a lot of people saying that the president is in there. There's a lot of people saying that previous administrations they in the Epstein files. But I think the main issue is the president is in the Epstein files. And they said it's definitely notated in there, just from the reports. I don't know how true this stuff is, that he's a pedophile. You know what I'm saying? Like he used to hit up Jeffrey, you know what I'm saying, to try to get him somebody underage. That's just the reports that I'm hearing. That's what I'm hearing. You know what I'm saying? Don't shoot the messenger. Don't shoot me. I'm just telling you the reports. They said it's all type of foul things in there. They said, man, he is one of the nastiest, sickest people on the face of the planet, for real. Even from reports that they said it came out of Epstein's mouth. Now, I'm just giving you the reports. I don't know how true this stuff is. I don't know. But that's what they be saying. They said a man that did some wild stuff and it's documented. And right now, I'm tripping because when I did a little bit more research on the Epstein files and also talking to a couple of my, you know what I'm saying, people that's around me, they saying that what was I going with that? I clicked on something. Okay. Epstein file with people that's around me. Yeah. Oh, let me get my thoughts again. I was going with this somewhere. Hold on. Okay, hold on. Okay. What was I going with this? Okay, we talk about Trump, the Epstein files, and he's caught up in these shenanigans. Okay, now this is what I'm going with. Okay, this is what I'm going with. I got it. What's so amazing right now is that it was such a thing where it was trying to get swept under the rug right now. And now Marjorie Taylor Greene, she was an advocate for releasing the files. I'm not sure if that was a rebuttal because of how the Republican Party flipped on her. I think it might have been a rebuttal. It could have been a rebuttal. I don't know. But it's amazing right now on how the president of the United States just signed off on releasing the Epstein files right now. If I'm not mistaken, he just signed off on releasing them files. Now, if it's that much damning information in the files regarding how they will put him viewed in the country, why would he release such damning information? Now I know for a fact President Trump ain't dumb by no means. Don't never get it twisted. The man, he know what he's doing. He's not dumb. Don't he's not dumb at all. So for that to be released, I'm just saying, I'm gonna go out on a limb and say this. I don't know how true this is gonna be, but I put money on it. There's gonna be so much redaction in there, so much information is gonna be blocked out that it's not gonna make him look like the picture that everybody swear up and down he's gonna look like when it released. Because if he's gonna support something, I know how I've read several of his books. I know how the man mind turn. I just don't see him putting out information that's going to be that damning against him. I just he moves a lot differently. You know what I'm saying? Even though I don't care for a lot of the rhetoric, I don't care for a lot of the policies that he push out. But the man ain't dumb, and I do recognize that that is real power that people is looking at, and I'm witnessing people running to kiss the finger, to kiss the ring. I've never seen nothing like this before in my life. This is on some serious, it's some serious stuff going on, man. That we're like, it's individuals just running literally to kiss the ring, regardless on the rhetoric, the policies is only hipping out of my new few, regardless on all of that stuff. You know what I'm saying? All the hateful shit that he be saying, like it's like a big rah, and they give people, you know what I'm saying? I think it just give the dark part of the country. I ain't gonna say dark because it's still relevant. It just, I think he like they beacon of hope. You know what I'm saying? For real on how they kind of view him. Just the individuals that I see that really represent him. It's like he's like the beacon of hope. That like he can do things that others can't do because of how society is. And this is a filming society now. So they can't run out and act like him and think they gonna get away with it in a filming society, because I've witnessed a lot of people lose jobs and everything because they get recorded and that stuff hits the airways. Man, it be get ugly for you if you take that approach that he's taking. But looking at him, I can't say them, bro. That's real power right there. I'm not in agreement with a lot of things he do, but I can't give him, dude, that's real power right there, for real. And people jump in line for that Trump. I ain't gonna need lie. For real. And he does things strategic. I ain't finna keep staying on this man like it, man, because I'm trying to be neutral. Trying to be neutral as I can. But them Epstein files, it's a lot of other people other than Trump in there. I'm hearing reports that Clinton is in there for sure. I don't know if he what type of engagement he has. It says a lot. I've even heard that President Obama's in the Epstein files, and I would like to see. Now I put money on it. If the report comes out and he's in there, that part will not be redacted. I put my life on it, man. I put my life on it, man. For real. That part would not be redacted. And that's some whole other shit, man. For real. And I ain't gonna even get into it. Not on this show. This is the show where I talk about stuff like that. But I ain't gonna even lie. I'm gonna say this. I'm gonna say this. It's something about President Obama that gets up underneath President Trump's skin so bad that he always got to mention them. He always got to bring them up. He's always got to make reference to them. And I told people about this. All publicity is good publicity when it comes to a certain extent. I'm telling you, if somebody's always got another person's name in their mouth, That's really some really odd things, and it's astonishing because I ain't gonna care what nobody say. It wasn't nobody smoother. It wasn't nobody that could deliver a speech like that Obama. I'm telling you, that man walked differently. Like that man, the air about himself was completely different, and they hated that shit, man, for real. Trump, his rise to fame was because of President Obama. I don't care what nobody say. If he wasn't president, he would not have rose to fame. I promise you, bro. It was that type of hatred in the country because he was the president, bro. It bred him. That's a purity fact. I don't care what nobody say. Just how he came in, it bred him. If it weren't for Obama, he wouldn't be in office, man. Cause for real, he used that core, and he had a cunning way. But he unwoke a part of the nation that was sleeping, one gone, sleeping. He woke him up, and I ain't mad at him because it took him to do it. We don't care what nobody say. Obama was too smooth for him. Regardless on everything, that man was smooth. And I say, well, I'ma say it. Ain't nobody want no tan suit like that, man. That man and they hated on him because he wore a tan suit somewhere. Like the level of hate that Obama went through, none of these presidents can't even fathom. They ain't even scraping up. Man, you think Trump going through some scrutiny? Man, get out of here, bro. They tore that man down for all 8 years, man. I'm talking about they did everything to discredit. They still trying to overturn the things that he did. So now we not gonna do that, but I can talk about that for a while because I know what it looked like. That's exactly what it looked like. I don't care if it rubs somebody wrong. I know. I definitely know. That was his rise to fame for real. So everyone in the room was laughing. And Trump, yeah, exactly. Obama roasted Trump one time and he never let it. I can see that. Man, that man was so smooth, man. If you just go back and listen to a speech on how he's probably one of the best public speakers I've ever seen in my life, for real. President Obama, I give it to him. That man know how to land the plane. A lot of people don't know how to land the plane. That man knew how to land that plane, for real. And he also looked out for the masses and not the minute few. And because he looked out for the masses, like they hated him for it. You know what I'm saying? They tried to discredit everything he did. I've never seen it. And every other president before did shitty jobs, bro, and they never did. I've never seen nothing like it in my life. Never seen nothing like it. Yeah, not the tan suit. Yeah, ain't no president in their life ever wore a tan suit. For real. I ain't lying, but he had to do it because he had swag. I don't care what nobody say. It's just what it was. Now let me see what else I got. Okay, let me move on. Let's see what's we're gonna talk. We ain't gonna get on the Epstein files because I'm jumping around the place. But when the files come out, since it's such a big hoorah about it, I just want to know who's gonna be in the files. What's it gonna be pertaining to? Is anything gonna come about because they in the files? You know what I'm saying? It's gonna make them look bad. Like, what was they asking for in the files? Was they asking to line them up with underage girls? You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I'm hearing a lot of reports is like a lot of guys that went to Epstein on the island, they had a plethora of all type of females to, engage in whatever activities that these people, females, males, whatever they want. He provided them a safe haven so they can do their wildest dreams without having to worry about it getting uncovered. You know what I'm saying? So with people with real money, I'm talking about none of this play money, like real money, I can see them going for Epstein for the secrecy, for, not worrying about if things go get uncovered. Even though they like, if the stories are true, that's if they true. And they got underage females out there, bro, they're just all the way out diabolical and low down. You know what I'm saying? For real. And I don't really stand for that because I got a daughter. So and that ain't cool at all, for real. Because they mind is young. They really don't. It's a fiasco, and I can see where big money's involved. Things like it could tend to happen, and I can understand that, man. I done seen too many movies or read reports where that shit used to go down back in the day, but like this is a new day now, so that's crazy. But I just can't wait for everything to come out. I ain't gonna even lie. But let me get to a couple of comments before we hit the. I'm gonna go ahead and put it up when I'm gonna talk about next. which is gonna be the digital ID, the pros and the cons. You know what I'm saying? I had a one of my news advisors told me to speak on this, and it's really important to that individual. So we're gonna touch on that next. But let me see what I got. Mitch McConnell rejected everything Obama done. He did because those Republicans was in office. Yeah, they ran the they had him pinned down. He was able to get that Affordable Care Act passed, and then after that, it stalemated. You know what I'm saying? The House flipped. The country was upset because it was what it was. The House flipped, the House flipped, the Senate flipped, and then basically it was a sitting duck up there, like how it happens with predominant a lot of the presidents. So it just what it is. It just happened in politics, man. It's awful, it's messed up, but it is what it is. Let me see here. Let me get on here. Okay, now we're going to the digital ID now. Now, it's something that's going on with they want you to go everything digital. As everybody can kind of aware, like if you got an iPhone, you know, so you can put your credit cards on there digital. That way you don't have to worry about it. You got your phone, you in there. But now I'm hearing that like they trying to get you to do your ID digitally. So I know I'm gonna go with the pros on this first. The pros is okay, it's convenient. Everything is digital. You know what I'm saying? You ain't got to worry about having actual hard copy. I mean, probably be easier for you to send your information off, get scanned and things like that. Probably it's convenient for you. I get it. But let's look at the cons of it though. The cons of okay, if your stuff is digitally, I mean, would it be easier for your information to be compromised since everything is digital? Or is that another form of control? A lot of reports is they feel like that's the overextension of government control is with the digital IDs. I don't know. I don't know. But they said that they rolled it out. I think in the UK, they rolled it out in a couple countries, and they not saying it is mandatory for you to have the digital ID. But they're saying if you don't have the digital ID, you can't work a job. You can't get employed. So that's like a lot of control that actually forces you to have it. You know what I'm saying? And let me see, cons can be instantly turned off. Okay, I got another cons from Spencer's Lawn Care. He said a cons they can instantly turn it off. So damn, that'll be messed up for you. You know what I'm saying? They can also track everything you're doing if they digital ID, they probably go create a digital footprint for you. So if you go to the grocery store and they probably track whatever you're doing, it's I can see it being a tracking measure for more control. But who's trying to get the control? You know what I'm saying? You got to really ask yourself in regard to digital ID. So surveillance, I mean, I can see that, they be more on top of surveillance and people. But I mean, do you want to lean towards that? This is supposed to be the country of the free. You know what I'm saying? And we're like the less amount of government the better. That's what they calling for. So, but with a digital ID, I can see that's more of I can see that leaning more towards surveillance because cause like if you got everybody's ID digitally and you can hit a button and then you can pull up all the information. That is really simple for the government to track your ass down or do whatever they want to do, spy or whatever. It makes it a lot simpler and easier for them to do it. So I can see that. I can see why they want to, kind of train. Then there's also gonna be some big money involved. Okay, what software they use? Who developing the software to even house the digital ID? Man, there's so many factors and shit like that that's involved in that. It's so much to unpack on that. To me personally, I can see how it's rolling out in other countries. It's gonna be a fight like hell for them to roll it out in the United States. Now, the only way I see that they able to roll it out in the United States is they gonna make it political. If they politicize it, it'll be rolled out just fine. If they don't politicize it, I think it's gonna be real stagnant on how they roll that out. For real, because there's a lot of people in the rural area that they not gonna want to go digital like it, unless it's political. Then they'll rally up and they'll go they'll go digital. It's just how it is. Hold on, let me hit this coffee one time and give me a couple laughs. Yeah, Yeah, oh, you're right. They will try to market this it's convenience and safety. I see that. I see it. But I can also see that being more of a surveillance, though. I get it. I get it. But let me see. Let me see. Is there anything else I can touch bases on that? A lot of people saying don't consent to them because there's more of a surveillance on you. Some people say it's convenience. We'll just see when it rolls out, man. I probably not gonna be down with it. Personally, myself, yay or nay. When you do it, I'm gonna say nay. I'm on the nay side right now, for real. Cause it's already enough going on. Everything's getting digitalized. AI is about to take over everything. So I don't know, man. I have no idea how it's gonna happen. I'm just glad I just got my own motion going on out here. So it really don't bother me either or long as it don't impact me going out here, doing my thing in the community, then if it does that, then it's gonna be a damn problem for real. So I just know I'm not gonna get down with digital ID. So let's move on to another banner, man. Cause we got a couple more times kind of getting away. We might run over a little bit on this show. So we're gonna go one more. I think it's got one more before I go into the last thing. The last thing I'm gonna talk about is this. Let me see. It's the new economic mass blackout that's supposed to happen coming up in the prime time of the season. Okay. And the blackout, the dates is coming up fast. It's like the 25th through December the 2nd. They don't want you to shop with, I think, a lot of the primary stores online. I know Amazon is one of them. I know, I think any of the retail stores, I think maybe Target, Walmart, like anything that you normally will go get your things like Cyber Monday, all the festivities of mass shopping that happens during this time of the year. There's like a multi-billion-dollar industry right after Thanksgiving, leading up to Thanksgiving. So you got us a group of people that's trying to organize this thing to where like they want to make the billionaires feel like just let them know that the people can rally against them. You know what I'm saying? I think that's what it's all about. And not only do they want you to not shop at none of these retail stores except I think the small stores, like the independently owned stores, I think they get an exception, they get a pass with that. If you a small shop, they say go support them. But any of the big stores, they say no, don't support them. And also, hold on, let me see. And also, another thing they calling for people to use their sick time, PTO days, call in on them days too. Go on and call out. So not only they ain't gonna get the sales, if they don't have the staff to work the sales, they can't hire nobody on the spot during them times because that's crunch time. That's when people get overtime. They're gonna need people to be in the store right at the crack of dawn when the doors open to hand out the coupons and everything. They ain't gonna have any of that. So I can see it really crippling. I ain't gonna say it crippling, but it'll send a serious ripple. It'll definitely be a big ripple within the large companies, especially Amazon. Uh, a lot of people like to buy Apple. I was looking at it. I was damn near looking at a new new MacBook. You know what I'm saying? But I'm gonna have to look at it. I'm gonna have to hold tough because I'm sure finna go get me a MacBook. One of them new joints with the M4. What's the name in it? What is the M4? The M6 chip in it. Whatever's the latest and greatest. I was sure about to go get me one. I ain't gonna lie. But since I've been getting the reports and everything, God, I need that. Y'all forgive me. Forgive me. Oh, the info, man, I'm looking at it, man. When I bought my 17, when I bought the 17 Pro Max, and I was saying, man, I need to go and get me a MacBook too because I finna get ready to do something big coming up in the future, and I'm gonna need that MacBook to hold and stage everything. And I said, you know what? I just get it during Black Friday, during that week when everything is cheaper. But it looked like I'm about to hold it. I'm about to hold them, man. You gotta know when to hold them, when to fold them, man. I might have to fold it. I might have to wait and just pay the top tier because they told me it was gonna be 16, 1700. I said, man, maybe Black Friday I might could get it for like 14. So like maybe 1,300. Well, it look like I'm gonna have to pay the full 16 if I hang tough and just, go with just sending them a message because they say they taking advantage of people. They say they a lot of cheap labor and things like that. It's just that I've been hearing the reports about all the crazy stuff that the billionaires do. You know what I'm saying? How they just basically just taking advantage of the people. They controlling so much because they got so much money. They got people in their pocket. It's just I can see it. I can really see how it's going down. I mean, I ain't never had that type of money like that, but you can say all day long what you won't do, but you don't know until you have that type of money. Now, I think I have a morale about me to where I won't go left. I believe I do, but I don't know what I'm gonna do until I have $1 billion in my pocket. Will you go left if you get $1 billion? Will you act like them if you get $1 billion? Right now, I'm gonna say I wouldn't, but I won't know until I get $1 billion in my hand. Now, if I have $1 billion, how would you respond? I don't think I would. From what I know, and I'm a people person, I stand firm on doing to others as you would have them doing to you. But I ain't never had $1 billion in my hand either, so I don't know. I'm gonna put my hands up in there. He said, "Hold on, let me see. I need a new computer too. It's tough, man." It is. It is, and all the deals are gonna be real. Anyway, you say big easy 50 cents and give me a bid and let me see. Right. We'll see because it's easier for when you don't have for you to criticize the people on the top that have. Now I know some people that I see they have money and I don't think they don't take advantage of people. They also try to promote and try to help other people change their mind to make that type of money as well. There's a lot of them out there that does a lot of teaching to try to help. But there's some out there that don't do no teaching. And I can see some that I can see them, they really are taking advantage of people. You know what I'm saying? That's the name of the game. They really are pumping like a lot of misinformation out here and they letting it go down because it's money and controversy. It's money and misinformation. It's too much money in it. And there's so many naive people out here that will not do the research on their own to find out the truth. You can see how things is perpetuated on. You can see it. It's like literally so many naive and lazy people that won't do the research to find out the information on their own, and they will support somebody telling them that it's like this, and they'll believe it until the wheels fall off without no proof, no evidence, no nothing. They gonna support it, even if it hurts them, because they feel like they have to lean this way. They'll go that way, even though it'll be at their own demise. Listen, the level of naiveness in this country is amazing to me, for real. It's utterly it's abomination, man. I'm about to name it that word. It's pure abomination. It's past diabolical. It's abomination, man. It's pure blasphemy on how ignorant and lazy individuals are, that they won't do their own research on their own to find out the truth for themselves. They'll rather take somebody else's truth and make it their truth. Those are the same individuals that somebody can tear them down and they will adapt somebody's reality of them. They'll let somebody else dictate what the reality is in somebody and a whole nother person. And it's crazy because I used to kind of get impacted by that song, so I know about it. It took me a while to break out of it, but I would never let nobody put their fears or how they view me and make that my own reality. And I know myself. That should have never happened over here, man. I don't care what they talking about. For real. It depends on who it is coming off like it. I might have to say something openly about it. Yeah, for real. And I might have a whole title for them on my screen. You know what I'm saying? Because I have done this before. I have. Now I'm willing to. If somebody try to do me like that to get in like that again, yeah, you will be on the screen on Real Talk Sunday. Yeah, your name gonna be on the screen. I'm gonna be on you for at least 15, 20 minutes. Depends on how diabolical it is. You know what I'm saying? Cause like sometimes you gotta make an exception for individuals like here to let them know it ain't sweet out here. For real. And I don't let stuff go that fast. So I never do. I say, bro, does fantastic work, no doubt. But the long intro on TikTok make me skip on past. Oh, bro, it's all good. It's all good. He said a long intro on. It's all good. It ain't for you. It's a lot of other people. You know what I'm saying? They love the intro. It's just to each his own, bro. Like don't nothing really impact me. I got a vision and I know I'm unique. You just gotta do your own thing, for real. For perspective, 1 million. Hold on. For perspective, 1 million seconds in 2 days. 1 billion seconds in 31 years. Yeah, understand it. That's real. That's real. That's a good perspective. Somebody else said, love the intro. See, it be different, Ken Carver. See, some people love the intro. They love how I hit the coffee. It's just different. I just got my own style, bro. I never copy nobody, man. That's all it is with me, Ken Carver. That's all it is. And my work is impeccable. Yeah, my skills pay the bills, for real. And I haven't even disclosed hardly half the information I know. I only been giving out French fries. I have not broken everything down and the scientific part of it. I have not done any of that yet. I have not broke down the anatomy and physiology of the weed eater, the blower, the mower, the deck. I have not done any of that yet. I've not showed the how-to videos. What's the best way to approach this to learn how to train on this? That I have not. I have not given out the blueprint on how I got this damn code and what I do. I haven't did any of it. Any of it yet. I just showed you before and after pictures and I don't edit nothing. I'm totally different, bro. I've never edited a clip. Never. I don't know what the edit button is. Man, I never heard of it. That's why it's so easy for me to cut the camera on and just let it ride. I don't know what the edit button is. Never heard of it. You know what I'm saying? I'm nothing like these other people, man. Ain't nothing against nobody, but just let me live, man. I'm Mr. No Edit. That's gonna be my nickname. I might change my screensaver to Mr. No Edit. For real. He said just what him, man, Mr. No Edit, really like it's in real life, really cold. Don't have to put no extra halos on the screen. I ain't gotta take it back home and put it in the chamber. I ain't gotta recycle clippage. Oh man, I'm not cutting just the same home over and over again and just on a different angle. No, I'm not doing any of that. No. All these are brand new clippage that I just did that day. Showing y'all I'm like it every day. No editing. Hold on. Let me put it on. Hold on. Let me see. Verify. Hold on. Let me verify this real quick. Hold on. Stop this TikTok. Okay, we're gonna move that right there. Okay, cool. Okay, man, threw me off right there. Now I'm gonna let it say tell them stay in their lane. Man, bro, I be trying to let people live, bro. I just be asking them to let me live, man. I'm not one of the controversial people. I can only talk about what I be doing and how I be maneuvering. And I just throw things out there on how everybody else do it. And I don't do it like him. Like it's my lane. I develop my own style. I have my own lingo. I have my own everything. It's just me, for real. And that's one of the things. The last thing I'm gonna talk about, man, is just the importance of being self-employed, man. It just really, if you're working a 9 to 5 still, keep your head down. If you don't have no way of no idea of what you can do to like make a business, study your finances. That's the main thing. Find out why if you're in a financial situation, that's your starter right there. Find out why you in a financial situation and what can you do to make some extra money. If I can recommend you something else after that, work as much overtime as you can. Get used to losing time. Let's go help prepare you. Get used to losing time. Because when you go out and start working on your own and become self-employed, you're going to work the longest hours you ever worked in your life. So to train yourself to do it, work as much overtime as you can. That'll help you getting used to losing time, losing sleep, and sacrificing. That's going to help you prepare you. Along that journey, for real, you got to figure out something. There's something out here that you could turn and make it a business. And then from that point, once you start, that's when you start your experience clock. Your experience clock starts. The moment you actually say, okay, you know what? I got it together. I'm out there. Now you get an experience. From that point you start, you get experience. Nothing comes in life without experience. You can't go get a better job because guess what they ask for? Do you have any experience? So the moment you start, you working on your experience. That's when you go make your mistakes. If I could tell you something else, don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how you gonna learn. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. This ain't school. This ain't school the way you make a mistake, you go get an F and you go be still in the same grade. No. This ain't that. It's the complete opposite. You go have to make mistakes before you know what not to do. You know what I'm saying? Some mistakes is gonna cost you. Some mistakes might put you behind a year in business, but you will know what not to do. I'm serious. Once you do that, you get past the mistakes, you grind, and then you go have a time in your business to where like you go question everything. There's gonna be something that's gonna come up that's gonna be so life changing, good or bad in your experience. It's probably gonna be bad first. You know, I'm just being all the way honest. To where you go question, can I even sustain myself and stay in business? What am I doing? Like, damn, how am I not making enough money? Like I'm busting my ass, like I'm working 14, 15-hour days. I should be having more money. When you get to that threshold right there, that's the make and breaking point right there. Everybody goes through business, you go through it. That's the point to where you go question everything. That's the point. With me, I cried. Like, cause I just didn't know what to do. Like I thought I had it figured out and I didn't have it figured out, bro. And then I looked at my taxes, seen all that money I made and didn't do nothing with it. Like I told y'all about the first store when I go into the clubs and stuff. I'm looking at all them $500-$600 tabs gone. Where's that money at? All the money I loaned people gave, took care of this, took care of this. Where all my money at? Crickets when it came back to me. Crickets. No more, nothing. I had to go through it. I had to go through them down points to where I know, okay, you so cold, but then you know how good I was. I knew all my yards looked better than everybody else on the street, but I didn't know it myself, confidence-wise, that I was him. I didn't know. And sooner or later, you'll start getting it, man. All the mistakes that you made, you got to correct it and change it, or the past will repeat itself again. For real. If you keep going down the same road and you don't change nothing up, I promise you, go repeat the same cycle every year because you ain't figured it out yet, and you gotta keep banging your fucking head. I can't get around. That's the only way. I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. It's the only thing I can say. You go keep banging your fucking head until you change course and you figure it out. Don't be ashamed of it. Everybody in business got to go through that threshold. Everybody in business, they got to go through that threshold of why you have to do it a certain way to get past that tier. And then when you get to that next tier, it's going to be another threshold to where you're going to have to overcome before you keep scaling yourself up. Every level is going to get harder and harder for you get to that next level. And I'm experiencing it real time. But one thing I will not do is be afraid to take a chance, to be afraid to make a mistake so I can learn and be a better person. I will not be afraid of that. And I will not adapt nobody else's fears that they put on me that I can't do something and I can't do something a certain way. I will never adapt their fears, bro. Never. If I did, I wouldn't still be me. I would still be John Crawley, one man, one more landscaping if I did. You know what I'm saying? I will never, if my team supports me, the people who actually helped me get here, I'm cool. I'm cool. I'm cool. For real. Everybody else, bro, like you have to turn into that for real. Cause like my team, my home, my family, that's my strength right there. You know what I'm saying? If I get the support of my family, we can take on anything in the world. That's how I feel. And a lot of y'all met my family. Y'all met my family at the expo. For real. A lot of y'all met my family. And one more thing before I forget. Anybody that has any footage, clippage, anything from the expo, send it to me. Okay. If anybody have any footage or anything from the ball expo, you ran into me, send me that information because we are currently building a nice video documentary of the first run at the expo. Send me that content, send me that stuff so I can make sure, send it to me. That way I can make sure I know who it came from. We're gonna give you some recognition in it. You know what I'm saying? For real. Mr. Hello World Jackson. Hey Jackson. Hold on, say you right. You right to miss a lot of fuck up. Need mentors to help guide them. That's why I built a training program. Man, you ain't lying, bro. Me and my guy ran into you at the summer at the in the purple truck. I got much respect for you, brother. Keep going. I appreciate it. I remember you, bro. I remember. I remember running into you, bro. We was at North Nashville. Yeah, I remember you. Hey, keep doing your thing, family, too, bro, for real. You said just don't edit. I'm not editing nothing. Oh, see the video, it ain't on me. See, I'm sending it off to a representative that might be with me in the future and some future endeavors. It's just we got a lot going on that we working behind the scenes, you know what I'm saying? But if it's anything that I've done, y'all know I'm not editing nothing. It's not in my bones. I don't know how to do it. Like a lot of people say, man, who edits your clip? Bro, who edited your material? I said, what edit? They be like, yeah, right. I said, I swear to God, I ain't edited nothing. It's just me being me. But like, this concludes the show today. I appreciate everybody tapping in. I had fun. I had a lot of fun talking about the worldly issues. I don't know why people say that you shouldn't talk about things like that. It'll kind of, create controversy and everything like it. So So yeah, man. So also, man, if y'all send me the information, I'm just trusting y'all that y'all authorize me to put y'all content up in the clip. But if y'all don't authorize it, then just let me know, please, if you don't mind. Just for legal purposes, y'all know, the paperwork. I'm all about the paperwork. So just let me know, and that way we on the same page. Because I'm never trying to take advantage of anybody. Like how I see other people doing online, taking other people's clippage and putting it up, and they getting shine off of it. And the people who gave in the clip numbers ain't doing nothing. I'm not gonna mention no names or nothing, but I'm gonna throw that out there. I never liked it. I never liked it, for real. I never liked somebody coming up off of somebody else's content, regardless if they adding them and all that stuff. I'm not with none of that. Cause that's somebody else's originality. That should go to them. I stand on it, man, for real. I don't like it. I never liked it. And I've watched a couple people rise off somebody else's hard work, and I can't stand it. I hate that too. Cause they tried to get some of mine. I wasn't going. Cause I seen what it was. I said, hell no. Oh no, no, no. You thought it would. No, 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 no. It ain't gonna work out like that over here. Nah, hell no. But I appreciate y'all again for tapping in. Thank y'all again. Y'all stay with me. I got to do a special unboxing coming up soon, so I might do that tonight while I'm still in a good chipper mood right now. So, and we're gonna end these platforms one at a time. Let's start off with TikTok. I'm gonna get y'all out of here first. Appreciate y'all tapping in, man. Y'all stay with me to tomorrow. Top of the morning is coming up. I got like 8 to 10 clips that I've been doing the last 3-4 days. I got to get them up. Gotta stagger them in good. So y'all just bear with me, because tomorrow I'm gonna get out and work some more, and it's gonna be some more backlog, but I'm gonna eventually get them all up in the atmosphere. But I appreciate y'all tapping in, TikTok. Okay, we're gonna end that. We're gonna get some clippage on that. 621. Okay, that's all right. That's the main line. Whoa, wow. Okay, TikTok. All right, let me go and get Facebook out here. Facebook, I appreciate y'all tapping in. Hey, we did do it again. Real Talk Live, 10 minutes over. It was a good show. I had fun. Appreciate y'all again, man. Y'all stay with me till tomorrow morning. And we out. We're gonna get that broadcasted. Oh, let me get that up. Done. I'll go back and re-edit it. I bet. All right, IG, you next. Appreciate everybody that came through, that tapped in. Thank y'all. Bottom of my heart for y'all support. Y'all stay with me. The top of the morning is coming up again. Probably within like 12 hours. No, within 8 hours. I should have the top of the morning up when I get out to bed, and we just go continue the show, man. Just continue on having fun, continue on growing. continue on being a better person every day. We go continue to not be stressed, and we just go work the process, man. And if I make mistakes, learn from it. Don't get down on it, and we go work the damn process. Slow motion is better than no motion. I'ma end y'all at that. Y'all stay with me. Okay, we're gonna end that one. And then YouTube. We did it. It's another successful show. Let me put this title up real quick. Today is 11. What's the day? 23rd. 23rd. Real Talk Live. It's all I do. Type my title in and hit the launch button. It's up in the atmosphere. I appreciate y'all tapping in. Red Dog, Lauren, we locked in. Talk to you in a few, man. Everybody else, appreciate y'all tapping in. Thank you. And we out.